Well, Chuba, great meeting up with you again after Saturday. Great achievement, hitting that 20 league goal mark. I just want to take you back to when you first started out. You originate from Canning Town. I looked it up, I did my homework. What kind of upbringing did you have in London?
To be honest, it was quite difficult. You know, a lot of violence. You know,
Right.
gang activity going on where I'm from. But I was lucky enough to just be focused on football. A lot of my friends were out doing crazy things on the roads and stuff, but I was always focused on football, so that was like my lucky escape.
When you say gangs, I was thinking of Glasgow. My upbringing was the same as yours.
Really? Yeah.
Did you ever go to Camden Market? That's one of my favourite markets.
Camden's not too far. Yeah, I've been to Camden. Yeah.
Any gear? Did you get any
No
clobber
gear.
there? No. You came through the youth academy or the youth team at Arsenal. How did you enjoy that experience?
That was good. Obviously, I was there from when I was 4 or 5. And
4 or 5?
Yeah, it was quite early. It was quite early. I've been into football from a baby. So as soon as I got signed up for Arsenal, that's when it got serious for me. And just been there ever since. And
growing up in London, Arsenal fan?
I was a Chelsea fan.
Chelsea fan, okay, yeah. I like your honesty.
Yeah, because I was a fan of Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. So.
Oh, was that your boyhood hero kind of thing?
That was my boyhood hero.
Wow.
Yeah. So I met him a few weeks ago. So that's why I started off supporting Chelsea, and then I signed for Arsenal, and then it was Thierry Henry that I started to follow from there. So
it's no bad strikers.
Not bad to look up to, yeah, not bad. Yeah.
Any in that team, the youth team, progress to greater things either with Arsenal or elsewhere?
Yeah, there's a few. There's like the Hector Bellerin, there's Alex Iwobi.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was quite a few others playing in different leagues and stuff like that. I played against Isaac Hayden the other days at Norwich City. So a few players did go on to have good careers.
You played several games in Arsenal's first team. Your debut was against Sunderland. I've seen you beat them. Was it 3-1?
I think so, yeah.
What's your memories of that debut? How exciting was it?
It was exciting. There was a big build-up to it because it was Mesut Ozil's debut as well. So obviously his new superstar coming and signing. All the focus was on him. And then I remember Giroud got injured towards the end, and I was asked to get my gear on quick, and I was amazed. I was only 17 years old, you know. So it was a special moment for me.
Was the adrenaline flowing?
Yeah, there was.
Excitement and nervousness, bit of both. You were then loaned out to several clubs. How difficult was that bobbing around thinking, where's my future going here?
It's difficult, especially like my first loan was 18. So a lot of players are playing in the under 18s or in the reserves at that time, but I was in League One playing at Coventry and Brentford City, so I was thrown straight into men's football. So it was quite difficult for me. I couldn't really settle, but it definitely helped me and become the player that I am today.
Breaking into the Arsenal first team must have been daunting. I mean, I've looked up some of the names: Sanchez, Giroud, Welbeck.
Yeah.
They're all experienced international players. You're a young lad. That must have been daunting.
It is. I was quite excited, to be honest, because it's amazing players, you know, big names: Santi Cazorla, Sanchez, Thomas Rosicky, Jack Wilshere. You know, these are players that I look up to when I was in the youth team. So I just wanted to gain as much knowledge and learn as much as I could from them, and it was quite good.
Who was your role model when you were at the Arsenal? Who did you look to and think, I'll take a few tips off him? Or
it was probably Giroud.
Right.
And the reason why I'd say that is because we're two different types of strikers. So if I could add what he was good at to my game, then it'll make me a better player. So I used to always talk to him about heading. He was probably the best.
Was he more than happy to?
Yeah, he was always willing to teach me about my movements and my finishing, especially heading, timing of the heading, because I wasn't so good heading when I was younger. So
join the club.
Yeah. Obviously, I've worked on it a lot. It was one of my weaknesses, but he did teach me a lot of how to time my heading.
He's had not a bad career, is he?
Amazing.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Arsene Wenger, manager of Arsenal, was quoted as saying, I believe Chuba has the attributes to make an impression in the first team. Fulfill his potential. It's down to him.
Yeah, but obviously, as a young player coming through, he probably saw the ability that I had. But as always, it's down to your mentality and down to hard work. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite make that step to the Arsenal first team because it's tough, you know.
Well, I named all the guys in front of you.
It is tough. I made a few appearances, but I couldn't quite keep it in there. But everything happens for a reason, and I enjoyed it while I was there. So, yeah.
Is that what you believe? Everything happens for a reason?
Yeah, definitely. I think everything happens for a reason. Maybe I wasn't ready at the time.
Yeah. Still young.
Maybe I had to go out there and play for other teams.
Apply my trade,
exactly. So.
Was Wenger as cool as he portrayed? I mean, he wasn't cool when he faced Man United with Sir Alex Ferguson, but was he cool in the main, or?
He was, yeah, he was. He was
cool.
Very cool. Kind of similar calmness to the gaffer that we have now.
Oh, Michael Carrick.
Yeah, Michael Carrick. Okay. Yeah. Whereas I don't think I've seen Wenger like shout or go crazy or something like that. Maybe one time I've seen him go crazy, but apart from that, pretty much chilled.
And what do you like in a manager? I mean, you've been in loan, you've been at the Arsenal, you've been here, you've been abroad. What do you like in a manager? Do you like one that shouts at you and gives you it, or one that's cool? And what do you like?
Cool,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you can get your best out of your players from just shouting at them, to be honest. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no.
Maybe things have changed now, you know, the modern day player probably needs an arm around him and
a cuddle and
stroke
stuff
the
ego
like that.
and all that.
Yeah.
I liked a cuddle. I never got one, but I used to like it.
You didn't need one, you were scoring all the goals anyway.
So. I was different. I wanted that volatile manager who used to, if I wasn't doing it, I didn't mind him telling me,
Why did you like that? Was that when you was younger? Or?
Because if I wasn't doing it, I would know myself I'm not doing it, and I need somebody to really tear me to shreds and say, you, come on, you. And that G'd me up. Whereas some of my pals didn't like that in the dressing room. They thought that was bullying.
How about if another one of your players did that to you? Was that?
That was fine. I would give them it back. Even though they were right, I would still try and defend my defensible. Your Arsenal career came to an end and you signed for, how do you pronounce the Greece side?
PAOK.
Right, I wasn't going to embarrass myself. PAOK. That was 2018.
Yeah.
You had a good time over there, didn't you?
I did. I took a step into the unknown. I was way out of my comfort zone. But that was the step that I was willing to take for my career. And it did pay off the first few seasons. I enjoyed it.
In 2020, you moved to Teesside, scored in your debut, 1-1 draw against QPR. Did you get a bit of a shock when you arrived in this industrial Teesside? I mean, when I came off the train in 84, 85, you weren't even born, I thought I'd landed in the moon. There was cooling towers, smog. Obviously, it's an industrial, and I thought, what is this? I'm from the city of Glasgow.
Yeah.
And I got a bit of shock. It took me 1 year to settle.
Wow.
So did you settle instantly, or did you find it hard on and off the pitch?
I probably did find it hard because I just had a newborn son at the time as well.
Right.
And it was quite difficult for me my first season. I think the playing style didn't suit the way I played, and I probably wasn't the right match to be in that squad and stuff like that. But like I said, everything happens for a reason, and the past is the past.
Your first season didn't go to plan, you touched on that there, and you ended up back in Greece. By all accounts, they idolised you. Yeah? You won a cup and banged a few goals in, and important goals. I've read up about that. Did you think your Borough days were over? I did. Yeah. I did. To be fair, I did. I spoke to a few of the players, and while I was on loan, and they did say that the gaffer at the time would probably like me as a player because I probably suit his style of play. Yeah. So I did think like there might be a bit of a chance when I came back in pre-season, but obviously I was told otherwise from then. So that's when I really thought, maybe my Middlesbrough days are over, and then things just quickly changed. I mean, a lot of people had written you off, including myself. Yeah. I watched and I thought, he ain't going to do it here because, again, style 5 at the back. I'd have done away with the 5 at the back 10 years ago. Yeah. And I knew it would suit guys like you, but I didn't know, when you went away and came back, I couldn't believe how good you were and how good you are. And my mates who, ex-pros at Middlesbrough, I'm not saying who they are, they all couldn't believe how good you were. Because you showed everything, hold-up play, vision, goals, your touch, your work rate. You've got a habit of standing next to the defender and then you bolt and the defender's looking where you've gone. What a turnaround. How has that happened? Like I said, I think the first season, I probably just wasn't myself because I just didn't suit the style of play, to be honest. You think it was purely down to that? And there was a lot of things going on behind the scenes, probably that's that private, people probably don't know about. But it just didn't happen, and that happens sometimes for players. It takes a while for them to settle or whatnot. But this season, I just feel myself. I feel completely myself. I think everyone's starting to see like the player that I am and how I do play and my strengths and stuff like that. So I'm glad about that. I was surprised when I met you on Saturday for the first time that how tall you are. Everyone says that. And I thought you were a wee bit chubby. I know they call you Chuba, but I thought, you're well built, you're tall. I didn't realise how big you are. No, I get that a lot. I get that a lot from fans and stuff. I don't know, maybe it's because generally taller guys
I'm not as mobile as I am, or something like that.
Might be that, yeah.
Yeah, it might be that. I don't know, but yeah, I like to think.
So just off the hoof, when you're training, do you stay over, bag of balls, stay over? Do you practice on your own, or is it just when the team turns up?
I do sometimes, but because we have so many games, I can't really.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I might have a little niggle in the hammy or the calf sometimes, and I might just need to rest. So the coaches always tell me to go inside. You know, they always push.
I wish you did that, Maddie. On Boxing Day, you banged in a hat trick against Wigan.
Yeah.
That was your first hat trick for the club. How sweet was that?
Amazing. You know how it is. I don't know how many hat tricks you got for Middlesbrough. But
7.
7, yeah.
You'll get them. Don't you worry. You'll get them. Don't panic.
But,
sorry about that.
Yeah.
No.
That feeling.
No, yeah, go on. So
you know that feeling already, Bernie. You know, like taking a match ball home. You feel like you're on top of the world. You know. I think it was a sellout that game as well at the Riverside, and you know my friends were there and stuff, and it's just a special occasion.
Still got the ball.
Still got the ball.
Good
yeah.
lad. Are you going to keep it?
I'm going to keep it. I got it all signed by everyone.
That's good.
My little man was kicking it around straight away though. Yeah.
Right.
It's a bit dirty right now, I think, because of him. But yeah, match ball's a match ball, and it's coming home.
See, I love nothing better. Over the years we've had, before you arrived, I've seen. I've been here since 84, 85. I've seen all the managers. I've commentated in all the Borough games, and I've seen managers taking players off with 2 goals.
Oh,
and that infuriates me because I know what it's like and I know how good it is, and I don't get it. You never see Messi getting taken off of he's on his hat trick, Ronaldo hat trick, but we've got a bad habit in England of taking players off and they've got 2. Carrick's not done it to you, and I'm glad about that because it infuriates me.
No, that's one thing I love about Woody, Danksy and the gaffer. They always keep me on when I've scored 2 goals. You know, they know how hungry I am. Even against Wigan, when I scored a hat trick, they could have easily brought me off, but I was fighting for the 4th goal. So yeah, and never in my career have I played so many 90 minutes. Like I was thinking about that the other day. I've never consistently played like this in my life before.
You're not feeling the effects, are you feeling stronger and greater
stronger
because of the form you're in?
Yeah. I don't feel. It's all in the mind, isn't it? It's all in the head.
Of course it is.
So
of course it is.
When you're enjoying it, you want to play every single second of the game.
Of course you do.
And I respect the manager for that.
Back to this season. When did you become aware you were on a 20-goal? Well, to break a record. When were you aware of that?
I can't remember now. You know, everything's happened so quickly. It must have been maybe when I was on 12 league goals or something like that. That I was getting like tweets and messages, talking about, you know, Bernie's got that record, try and beat it and stuff. So it was probably around then.
Okay. Your form in front of goal this season has been absolutely fantastic. No, just at Middlesbrough, but in the Championship, you're number 1. Does that make you think I'm going to get more? Does it pull more pressure? What do you feel as an individual?
You would know as well, you know, as a striker, it's never enough, is it?
No.
It's never enough, you know. In training, I've said it many times, I celebrate goals and stuff.
Brilliant.
And all the lads get a bit annoyed about it, but I just love scoring. I love the feeling of the ball hitting the back of the net. So we've got 11 games left. There's a lot of goal scorers in the Championship as well, and I don't just want to sit down and relax. I want to go again and again and again every single game, and then at the end of the season I can reflect on things.
If I asked you, would you rather score the key goal and play garbage? You score the winner, play rubbish, or play fantastically well and don't score? What would you rather do?
I'd rather have the worst game of my life and score.
You're a real goal scorer. That's the answer I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear guys saying, "No, it doesn't." Well, of course it does. Yeah. I'd rather play garbage and score a goal of importance.
100%.
Chris Wilder went. Michael Carrick came in. I think you've answered this earlier because I would have thought, here we go again, another manager, new ideas, don't know what he's up to. Were you aware that he would come in and change the formation, or did you hear anything about Carrick's tactics beforehand, or were you concerned?
No, I was actually really excited because a good friend of mine is Jadon Sancho at Manchester United.
Okay.
And he had nothing but good things to say about the manager. So I kind of knew already, you know, what to expect from the gaffer. But I didn't know it would go this well, you know.
I bet he can. It's incredible. What a turnaround.
It's been amazing. It's been from the first day he's come in. It's been amazing. So
when he dismantled the back 5, I mean, I mentioned it earlier. I was delighted with that. He also encourages the team to play good football, attacking football. I mean, I've not seen attacking football at Middlesbrough for probably 12, 14 years. This is the best I've seen for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And I love it now. I come to the game, I know who's playing where, because you don't usually take it with the team. I know that we're going to entertain.
Yeah.
We might not win every game, but we know we're going to get a show.
Yeah.
And that's a great feeling for you as a centre forward, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. Like you said, we all know our roles.
Yeah.
But to be fair, you should see the way that we train. You know, the intensity in training.
It's full on.
It's full on. Yeah. Every single day. You know, it's never an easy session. No matter what team you're on in training, both teams are amazing. So when it comes to the game day, it kind of makes things easier.
Is it all with the ball in training? I mean, in my day, you used to run up and down the hills and sandbanks, and even at this stage of the season, bonkers. Is it all with the ball now?
It's all with the ball, but I feel like that's even harder. You know, like when you're tired legs and you've got to control the ball still. Like today was a tough session. You know, 1v1s, 2v2s, overloads.
Oh, you do the 1v1s now. Do you enjoy that, or do you think?
Enjoy. It's hard work.
Oh, it's hard work. I know that.
But
Yeah.
we enjoy it. We all love it. So.
How important is Giles? I mean, the most creative player to yourself and the team.
Yeah.
He's been terrific, hasn't he?
Amazing. I've always said it. Like from when I first came here, he's Premier League player with Middlesbrough by God's grace.
Yeah.
But definitely Premier League player. I think he's only, 22, 21.
Yeah.
He's amazing, you know.
I mean, some people might say to me, oh, he's flawed defensively. I say, well, the majority of modern day full-backs, wing-backs are flawed defensively. But going forward, by God, his delivery, he actually lifts his head. He doesn't cross blind, and he's looking for runs with you and the other lads. So
striker's dream, isn't it?
Striker's dream, yeah, brilliant. I reckon I could have got 2 goals this season.
Easily.
With my suit on.
Easily.
I noticed you bless yourself after every game. I did the same.
Yeah.
Is that, obviously you're religious, does that get you through your games as well as life?
I seen one of your goals actually. You was on your knees celebrating, and you.
Yeah, I did that as well. I looked at you, and I didn't look to the heavens.
Yeah.
I had a bad back. No, but I always bless myself, and that gets you through your career as well as life in general.
Yeah, for me, the most important thing to me is God.
Brilliant.
I wouldn't be where I am without the faith I have in God.
Brilliant.
Know? When the beginning of the season, when things was looking all down for me,
You saw with the faith.
I had the faith, and that's what's got me to where I am now. So. Yeah, my faith in God is number one.
I was the same. I would write things on bits of paper and thank Jesus, whatever. And I used to pray that I don't get injured.
Yeah.
And that I would score a goal and do well for my family, whatever. Yeah. So, so I appreciate that. And I look and I think, yeah, great.
Thank you.
A lot of similarities. I noticed in your first season at Borough, you wore the number 19. Knew you were wearing 29. Yeah. You're not superstitious, are you? You here next season, will you be fighting for the 29 saying, hey, come on, that's my goal scoring stuff?
I've got to be honest with this.
Be honest.
Beginning of the season, when I didn't have a squad number.
Right.
And 29 was one of the only options available for me. I was told I was only allowed a certain amount of numbers. So I just said 29. And 29 means a lot to me now, you know.
Oh, it does, of course it does.
It's a big number for me, so... Yeah, I love it. I don't want to change it.
So next season you'll be saying, hey, I want the 29. Yeah. No messing. Yeah, you're right. 100%. You're right in demanding that.
100%.
You've represented England at 16s up into 21 level. Did I see somewhere that you more or less says Nigeria is going to be your national team? Yeah.
You know, it's my country. It's my parents' country. Yeah. I've been wanting to represent Nigeria for a long time, to be honest. Right. But the strike force has been amazing. They've got amazing strike force. Right. But it'll be amazing to get a call up. It'll be amazing.
Has it ever crossed your mind that England should have maybe had a look at you this season? No, I'm being serious. Pallister played me centre half, played in a lower division, championship level, played for England. The late great Brian Clough never played in the top flight, got a couple of caps for England. So, you've just been so good this season. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm no English by any stretch of imagination. You think I'm Scottish? I played for Ireland. You know,
Ireland,
I played for the Republic.
Wow.
So.
How many caps?
7. I didn't get capped till I was 29.
Wow.
And I went to the World Cup with Jack Charlton. You've heard of Jack Charlton?
Jack Charlton, yeah.
The late great Jack Charlton. I get in the back door, 2 games, and they took me.
Wow. So all the time you were scoring, you weren't getting...
No, but I ended up talking to the Scottish manager, a guy called Andy Roxburgh.
Yeah.
And he says he would cap me, be a full cap. And then I spoke to Jack a week later. And he says, you hang fire, son.
Oh, okay.
So you're in that situation. I think, I think you deserve a cap. Well, if you've gone for Nigeria, good luck with that. And brilliant. As I say, I'm no English, so I don't give a damn, really.
Nah, it was funny. Like during the World Cup, all the Middlesbrough fans were saying like Gareth Southgate should call me up and stuff. That was that was good.
Yeah, but
it's
that's
good to be
how good you've
recognised.
been. You know what I mean? To give you a cat as a recognition, to say, hey, well done, championship top scorer, you've been flying, doing brilliantly well. Yeah, I think as an accolade, say, hey, well done. Bamford got one, didn't he? Patrick Bamford, I know he was with Leeds.
Yeah.
But he was at Middlesbrough, Brian, and then never got, and then he went to Leeds and he got a cap.
Who knows?
You never know.
In the England 21s, I worked with Gareth Southgate as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So how did you find Gareth then?
Top.
I love Gareth as a person. Yeah.
Really, really nice, like man management and stuff.
Yeah.
Once again, similar to the gaffer, chilled, relaxed, knows how to manage players. So, yeah, who knows? He knows how I play and stuff. He's familiar with
Are
me.
you amazed at the transition that he's went into obviously with the full England squad? Are you amazed what he's achieved, getting to finals and semi-finals? Could you believe that he made that transition?
A little bit, because of the way he managed players and the quality of players that he had at his disposal. You know, so yeah, I'm not massively surprised. When was the last time you heard of myself? When was the first time you heard of myself? Is it near the goal thing? Is it because of somebody saying, oh, he's a critic, or he's got an opinion, or he's off his head? What was it? Come on, tell the truth. I've heard some things about you, Bernie, man. I'll be honest.
That's good. No, it's good. Yeah.
First of all, when I first heard about you, I went on YouTube straight away, because when I first heard it was when people told me that, you know, the record is there. Yeah. So I'd probably say maybe 11, 12 goals in, I heard about you.
Right.
So I went on YouTube and I watched, there's one video that shows all your goals. And I was just watching, I was thinking like, you're an amazing goal scorer. No, because obviously when people have set records before you, it's good to go and look them up and see how they did it as well, so you can learn. So I saw that you're just passionate about the way that you love scoring goals, and that's something that we share as well. You know, the way that you celebrated, jumping on the fence, and everything.
Love it. I love goal celebrations. I hate people go and head off back. I hate that. I like get a lot. The other week when you got your shirt off, I was on the pitch. You've got a six-pack, I had a belly at the time. We exchanged a text message just after you got the hat-trick against Wigan, and your reply ended with, I'll be chasing that 20, wee smiley face. Well, here we are. Yeah. How good does it feel?
It feels good. I'm really motivated, and I had my eye on it. Especially when we spoke then, you know. So it's good to have done it.
After your record goal haul, you jumped in the balls behind the goal. Some people are saying Slaven-esque. But obviously, if you watch videos, was that partly in your head, or was that?
It was.
Oh, was it? Right,
yeah. I said when I get 20, I'm going to do that celebration.
Right.
So
I was humbled by that. You know, people were blinking it and saying, "Oh, he's done that," and that was lovely. You know.
Yeah.
Do you know I actually missed it live? I think I told you Saturday. I missed it live because everybody ran about shouting, "Chuba's got 20," and they're all pulling me. And I'm doing this, and I got into the lounge I host the lounge, and people are going, "Did you see him jumping on it?" And I says, "I never even seen it." I tell you what,
you missed it.
I missed it. No, but I've seen it. I've watched it.
Oh, you watched
and I have to say, you've got great balance. I had a fence to lean on. You were like this.
When I first got in it, I was like, I nearly slipped. I could have injured myself. But no, it was nice. It was a nice feeling.
Brilliant, great. Feeling. What a buzz there.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
11 games left.
Yeah.
You're looking for more goals, we're looking for more points, you're in fine form, the team's in fine form. We must be confident that we're going to get in, we're going to get in the top 6 at least. Yeah,
we're chipping away, you know, every game, just taking it one by one. Your next game, Swansea, get the 3 points there hopefully, and just keep going. That's all that we can do, really. When you get in the park, do you think I'm going to score goals today? Is that what your thought is? I think I want to score goals today. That's what I mean. Yeah. I want to score goals. Yeah. I think that every day. I don't think a lot of modern players think like that. I think modern players, some of them don't care. They don't count the goals. Yeah. They count the money. Counting your goals, then you count your money. Goals first. And you've obviously got that mentality. And this season, I think you want to go and get another. See how many more you can get. You know what I mean? Because every goal you score, everybody benefits. Exactly. You know and I said it from the beginning that my main target is for us to get promoted. So I don't care how the ball goes in, as long as it goes in and it helps to us. And would you fancy playing in the top flight? Obviously, you would. Yeah, that's been my dream. That's been one of my targets as well. I came with ambition, because I was part-time in Glasgow, and I came with ambition of playing the top flight, playing at Wembley, international. Fortunately, I got there. Yeah. Difficult, but it can happen. You know what I mean? It can happen, can it? Of course. And to dream about that, the Premier League, I think personally it would suit you.
I get told that. When we get promotion, there's a guy called Gary McAllister, who was Stephen Gerrard's number 2 at Rangers and at Villa. And I used to go to the same nightclubs as him in Glasgow, and then I met him. They beat us. It was Leicester City last game of the season, and we had to want to get promoted, providing a couple of games goes our way. Anyway, we get beat. We end up the playoffs, but eventually got promotion. But he says to me, Bernie, you'll love it, because if you play football and you can play football, which you can, you'll love it. Because Championship, there's a lot of thugs, that's not the right word. There's a lot over the top men and dirty challenges, and I've seen you losing on Saturday, by the way. Do you know what I mean? But when you got there, they're better defenders, and it's not all about clogging and kicking, and you know what I mean? So I personally think it would suit you.
Thank you.
And do you enjoy that? Gone deep? I did that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Getting on the. I need to be connected in the game. I can't be disconnected. You know, some strikers can just stay in the box and score, but I need to be connected. Even if it's one touch here, one touch there, going wide, I need to just be involved in the game. So,
Chuba, thank you very much. It's a pleasure. I'm absolutely delighted for you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, good.
Yes.
Chuba Ashbaum, what more do you want? It was all right, wasn't it?